Hey guys, what's going on? Coming at you with a Sunday morning video, excuse me. So today I just want to talk about, I was talking about this yesterday about large caps kind of pulling back. And today really we just want to talk about Amazon. Ticker's AMZN. Everybody here probably knows what Amazon is. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I'm a long-term investor. So just sharing my thoughts on Amazon and what I would do if I currently own the stock, if I'm interested in buying it, or where I really think the market's going as a general whole. Usually on like Sundays, obviously the market's not open, so I kind of just like collecting my thoughts for the weekend and let you guys know what I think. So Friday, Amazon had an insane pullback. It pulled back 14%. That's really big, especially for a large cap. In a weird way, I think this is really good for the market because we had small caps getting beat down since early last year. Then mid caps started falling in the summer, and then the larger mid caps, but not the FANG stocks, falling until recently. So usually to have a full healthy correction, you got to have everything pull back, which is what we saw last week. Really, like that really broke the camel's straw. Get into a little bit of details on where I think the market's going in May, and basically my plan, my cash, the fib line, and all that stuff. So. Amazon had the biggest drop since 2006 Friday. So just shows you how crazy this market is right now. I mean, 2006, that's so long ago. That's like 15 years ago, basically. So, this isn't a normal market. And usually whenever they're super volatile or non-normal markets, every single time if you were to buy in crazy headline things like this, chances are if you're a long-term investor in the next 3, 5, 6 years, you'll probably thank yourself for investing. So it's super scary. I feel like a lot of people are, they're done with the market. They tried sticking it through the winter and then early spring, and they just can't handle it. So I feel like you see a lot of retail investors and a lot of people that have been in the market for a while just kind of throw their hands up, quit, leave. This is something I'm not going to do. I'm fully committed in the market right now. And really, no matter what happens in the market, nothing's really going to shake me out of it. So NASDAQ also, not that this is completely related to Amazon, but NASDAQ also fell 13.3% in April. That's insane. April, historically in the stock market, April is usually the best returning month historically. So being that this was the best returning month historically, I was pretty optimistic in April, especially after that March bounce back and mini rally. But, that's why the stock market's very unpredictable. The Fed's getting a little more hawkish, so that's freaking people out. Inflation's really bad right now at all-time highs until the new CPI report comes out. Hopefully it comes out lower than 8.5%. So we had a very bad April, which isn't common. So, this is why if you were to swing trade, day trade, or go off like statistics or historics, I mean, if you thought the market was going to continue that bull rally, you got completely wiped out this month. So that's why I don't like doing that. I'm a long-term investor. I just took advantage of it and bought my favorite stocks. When I do that, if you don't watch my previous videos, I always let you guys know what I bought and what percentage I bought of my position. So back to Amazon, 2000, the stock's sitting around like 2,400, 2,500 right now. Is that a good buy? I mean, Amazon's really been trading sideways for the past 2 years, right around like 2,800 to 3,200. So in retrospect to that, I mean, I think this stock's bound for a rally soon. This is a good buy. It's just, why I'm not buying it is I have so many other stocks I love that are beat down right now, and I don't want to add a new stock to my position, add another one, because I feel like I wouldn't have the funds to really build it out to where I want it to be. If this stock gets to 1750 or maybe even 1800, this is where I'd be interested. This is almost like pre-pandemic, right when the pandemic hit. I'd be very interested maybe in starting a position around this. If it gets that, will it? I don't know. Do I think it will? Probably not. But if it does, I'd be interested. So, and if I do, I'll make a video letting you guys know if I bought it. So that's kind of my thoughts on Amazon. So just crazy market Friday. These are just some notable things about, Amazon and how it's really pulling down. So when a large mega cap like Amazon falls this heavy, it really pulls down all the indices. That's what happens. So May. So historically, May, does obviously pull a positive return historically, but a lot of people, travel in the summer or whatever, and they'll take their profits from, April. Usually is a good month, so usually people take profits. They use that money to travel. So April is usually not historically as strong, or May is historically not as strong as April. However, I mean, could it be worse than April? I don't know. So I'm going to say May is going to be a better month than the April we had, but I could be wrong. If the Fed rug pulls us, inflation's out of control, and they get even more hawkish, it's going to freak everyone out. And if inflation's not coming down, if the war doesn't end in Russia and Ukraine, if the Fed gives us a 3/4 point basis rate hike and says maybe they'll do that, or maybe even rate higher in June if inflation's not under control, like, yeah, sure, things can get worse. I think the chances of that odds are not on your side for that. So I think we're going to have a better May than April. So we'll see. Either way, I'm prepared. I do have, really my plan is I have cash on the sideline. I'm at 12% cash right now. I was very stingy in the past 2 weeks of buying. I did do a little bit of buying last week as I thought we were going to have a strong Thursday and Friday. So I did buy on Wednesday if you watched my previous videos. Don't regret it. But yeah, I still have 12% cash. My opinion, unless the market like totally bellies up, which you could argue it has been doing, but like really fall. I don't like going under 10% cash personally for that reason. Like I want to see like major pain, like the NASDAQ down 40%. I want to see the S&P down 35%. I want to see the Dow down 20%. And then if it gets to that point, I will deploy all my cash. I feel very good about it. I will not trade on margin. It's too risky of a market in my opinion, but I will deploy basically all my spare cash to put in the market. Obviously I have reserve for my finances, my mortgage and all that stuff. Like I have a big window reserve there, like a year reserve. So if it gets to that point, I deploy all my cash personally. I would be willing to go 6 month bills instead of 12, just to add a little more funds. And obviously I add into my account every week in cash, just averaging. So I feel like I'm in a good spot. Really the trick is if you have a job or you have your finances under control and you make more than what you spend every month, take full advantage of this year in the market, because it could flip like this or it could continue to go down the rest of the year. Either way, long term, I feel very good about this market. Basically this whole market's in complete fear of stagflation and inflation. We will get through it one day. I don't know when it's going to be, but we'll get through it. There's recession talks, this is not. Yeah, we might hit a recession. We hit Q1 was a negative GDP quarter, so one more quarter would make us in a recession. So you're going to see headlines potentially in the summer saying, oh my God, GDP just came out for Q2 and now we're in a recession, probably in July or August. But we could be in a recession right now, right? So we gotta, everyone's backwards looking. The market is usually forwards looking. So the market is pricing all this stuff in like, hey, we're in a recession right now probably. So just keep that in mind. So when you hear the recession headlines and all that, don't be surprised if the week after the market starts rallying up and you'll be like, wait, why is the market rallying up? We're in a recession. Well, we've been in one. We just don't really realize it yet. So let me see where I'm at here. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on, basically May, Amazon, what I'm willing to do, my plan, my cash. The zero fib line, I've been running off this for a while. I've been watching the QQQ like a hawk. My fib line was around what was it? No, I forget off the top of my head. It was was it 317? It might be 317. I think my fib line was 317. And it's been bouncing off that 0% fib line. Like it bounced off it in February, bounced off it in March, bounced off it in May. But as of Friday, unfortunately, we really broke that 0% fib line. So, we could rally up to it again and bounce off or pass it and break it, which would be great if you want to start making cash now. Or I could see it, depending on what the Fed does next week, it could just, make a whole new level of lows. So we'll see. Be very interesting. I'm not very optimistic Monday about the market. I think it might still sell off in fear. Same with Tuesday. And then when the Fed meeting comes out, just like last Fed meeting, it might rally back if it's a half point, which is what we're anticipating and expecting. So we'll see. But I'll make a video hopefully every day next week. I'll let you guys know my thoughts. I'll let you know if I buy anything. And yeah, till tomorrow, peace.